Okay, hi. Well, thank you, Carlos, for this comprehensive introduction. And we can tell that you are from Geneva, uh, as much as you know about all that is going on in our small canton. Geneva is well known, actually, worldwide, but in fact, I'm not sure that people really have an understanding of our geographical situation, which I would like to explain a little bit because it's important for this issue that we're discussing about safety, travel, and the impact on the economy as well. And so the state of Geneva is home to about 500,000 people, but we also consider the urban area that includes about twice that population. 1 million people live in the what we call Grand Genève. And Geneva is almost a French enclave, if you want, in the territory. And 80% of our border is with neighboring France. So because of the good economy we enjoy, there are a lot of people who are interested in taking advantage of work that is done in Switzerland, but at the same time take advantage of also the differential of the economy with the neighboring France. So daily we have about 70,000 people across the border come and work in Geneva. We also have, as you mentioned, many international organizations and many large companies, international large companies headquarters. And of course, that creates also lots of needs for international travel. So our airport in Geneva has about 18 million travelers during the year. So you can imagine that closing the border had a major impact on the economy and everything else that is happening here in Geneva. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention because that explains also the way we have been reacting to it, and also some of the programs and the opportunities that we foresee coming up as we organize ourselves to face this type of situation. It's like many parts of the world, there's been a major change in the economic and social behavior due to the measures taken to slow down the spread of the pandemic. And we have had a huge boost in adoption of digital technology. So many platforms for services, for delivery, for remote work, entertainment have really increased by tenfold in terms of their usage. But unfortunately, we also have experienced an increase in cyber crimes. And I was talking to the person who is in charge of the Institute, Criminology Institute, Cyber Criminology Institute in Geneva, and they reported that they had recorded 3 times the amount of crimes. And of course, I mean, in Switzerland, people are fairly, I would say, shy about disclosing too much information. There's this culture of the confidentiality, and so we can imagine that this is probably underestimated as far as the number of additional crimes that have been committed. So the question of the trust online is very key to this whole issue. I mean, yes, we have been increasing our activities online, but are we safer online today? And as we shift more towards a digital world, this issue becomes a very pressing and important issue to resolve. And it's very much tied to the notion of electronic identity as well. I would say that fortunately we have the tools to address that. We have a lot of technologies and we can use encryption, we can use blockchain, as was mentioned by Don. We can use digital signature, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and PKI, etc. So we are well equipped. Unfortunately, all this equipment is also available to people who are committing cyber crimes. And so where can we have an edge on these people? And I believe that the solution is a better collaboration to fight against cyber crimes. So sharing information is crucial. But again, we need to educate people because sharing information, we need to share information with the right people and not too much of it. So there is the privacy issue that comes to play here that is in contention with this collaboration issue. So these are important things to keep in balance. And people are becoming increasingly wary about the centralized platforms controlled by a small group of people, both either enterprises or even governments. So we need to take that into account when we think about solving this type of problem. So more transparency, more security, protection, control is required, and all that has to be basically encouraged through education. But there is also a tendency to give all that away for convenience. And that's what we've experienced really with the internet, is people are willing to part with the privacy and the personal data and things that they wouldn't actually even disclose to their priest or on the internet, on Facebook, because it's so convenient to communicate. So we believe this trust issue is very key to solving this problem of better usage of the internet. And we believe that Geneva is uniquely positioned to define the rules of this better governance for the digital world. And it can be done in collaboration with international organizations. So it is a very fertile ground where we can run some pilot projects that could then be scaled up to maybe a global dimension. There is also an incredible amount of talent here in around Geneva. I think from both the academic, but also international organizations, a lot of knowledge about financial, legal, global governance, and all that research and development can be done, then can be capitalized, and then maybe generalized and also provided to the world. So we believe there is a big opportunity that lies ahead of us with this transition to more digital. And we have been taking some actions to promote these activities of collaboration among the different players. You, Carlos, mentioned that we have supported the Protocol Trust Association. That's one of the initiatives, and we're now developing some concrete projects around electronic identity and health passport, which can maybe elaborate later in the Q&A session. We have also created a wider frame for collaboration on the Western Switzerland, that is the French-speaking part, where we're trying to federate all the players, and we are currently counting about 500 organizations that could be joining this group to better collaborate, and we're already starting to see some projects coming in. We're going to have a call for open call for projects in October will be the formal launch of this new organization called the Trust Valley. And with that, I'll be happy to take any questions later. Thank you.